looking to boost your creativity, manage stress, or just document your life experiences, journaling can and will transform your life. Let's dive into the basics of journaling, exploring its incredible benefits and talking about some tips and prompts to get you started. Welcome back, it's Alessandra. I am so excited to take a deep dive on journaling with you all. Journaling has been a huge part of my life since I was 9 years old. The benefits of journaling are endless, but remember that journaling is unique and specific to each individual. So the things that you'll gain from it and the ways in which you'll get started are going to be different than maybe your friend or even me. But today we're going to talk about the things that I think it really gives everyone and the prompts that I feel are best to get started, or if you've journaled for a really long time and you're looking for new prompts, you should definitely try some of these. Now, let's go through the 8 most common benefits of journaling, or the 8 that I feel like I've experienced the most. Number 1, it helped you develop better communication skills. At first glance, journaling might seem like a solitary activity, but its impact on how we communicate with others is profound. When you regularly journal, you practice communicating your thoughts and feelings regularly and effectively. This practice translates directly into how you articulate your ideas in conversations and written communication. Journaling also helps you become more mindful of your language. The language that you're using when you're writing is oftentimes the language that you're going to choose when you're speaking. It's kind of like sometimes when you talk to people and they speak as someone would text. It's because they're so used to texting the way that they do that it translates into their speech as well. And last point on your better communication skills, it really helps with storytelling. Oftentimes we'll want to tell a story and we'll get caught not being able to articulate the right words. So it really helps you with your storytelling skills as well. Overall, creating a better communication skill set for you. Number 2, it's an amazing skill set for self-reflection. Oftentimes, we don't feel comfortable enough to share a lot of the things that we hold up in our head, and we feel a little uncomfortable even letting it out to our own selves, letting ourselves understand what we're feeling in our head. And that's what journaling helps you do. It helps you be vulnerable. It helps you feel those emotions and understand those emotions clearly and get them out of your head onto paper. It provides a safe space to explore your thoughts and your feelings. And by writing them down, you gain valuable insight into the things that are going on in your head. It also can help you understand your behaviors a lot better than before. This can help you understand yourself better and make more informed decisions in your life. Number 3, journaling is a huge stress reliever. Life can get pretty hectic and sometimes we need to just unload all that mental clutter and baggage that we're holding up there. Journaling acts as a release valve, helping you pour out all those unwanted thoughts, emotions, frustrations, and stress. This can be incredibly therapeutic and help reduce stress significantly. Number 4, it boosts your creativity. When you regularly write, you unlock your creative potential. As adults, we often don't use our imagination or our creativity as much as we did as kids. Journaling encourages you to think outside the box, explore new ideas, and develop your imagination. Whether you're a writer, you're an artist, you're a creator, or you're none of those things, journaling can really help tap into that creative side. I know for me as a writer, journaling is great when I'm not in the mood to write for work. I can go in my journal, write all my thoughts and emotions out, and it helps me get back into that headspace to create more work. Number 5, journaling provides clarity and focus. And this is one that I've found to be extremely useful in my life. I always talk about how our lives can get so busy and it becomes really difficult to prioritize. By putting your thoughts onto paper, it better helps you understand your goals and your priorities. This clarity can lead to better decision making and a more focused approach on achieving your dreams. Number 6, arguably one of the most forgotten benefits of journaling is it can help you track personal growth. One of my absolute favorite things is looking back on my old journals and seeing the growth, seeing where I was, how I was thinking, what my mindset was, and also looking at my goal list that I have written in the past, seeing the things that I have achieved or things that I want to look back on and try to achieve currently. By better documenting your thoughts, experiences, and progress, you create a tangible record of your personal growth. It's really cool to see the challenges that you have faced, and a lot of times we can look back on old experiences and apply them to our lives today. Number 7, journaling allows you to be way more present in your life. Life can be extremely exhausting. We can get caught up in all of these things that are going on and not take the time to work through the built up anxiety and stress that all those experiences have caused. And they'll sit right up in here, and while we might not notice it, we will start to feel overwhelmed, exhausted, more stressed, more anxious, and then we are unable to show up and be 100% in our jobs, 100% with our families and our friends and our relationships. So it's so important to work through thoughts and emotions so you can be more present in your day-to-day life. Lastly, number 8, it boosts your mental health. I'm sure you knew this one already, and everything that I've said prior leads up to an overall better mental health. Overall, journaling can improve your mood, your mindfulness, and even your gratitude. By taking the time to write through positive experiences, negative experiences, write down the things you're grateful for, talk about your dreams, talk about your aspirations, you are going to feel so much more free and more likely to achieve those goals, overcome those obstacles, and become the person you're meant to be. It's a small habit, but it can make a huge difference. And before we end this video, I want to give you a few prompts that will help you get started in journaling. Here are some of my old journals. This was like one of my first ones. I think a lot of people have this Justice journal. There's like random stuff in here. That was one of my younger ones. This one was when I was really little. I would write so much in here. Here's another one of my journals that I had, and I like to leave little like notes in there. This one. Here's another one. This one is so fun. It was so colorful. This is my journal from college, and there's like notes in here from my friends. Like one of my friends was a camp counselor over the summer, and so she couldn't have her phone, so we would write to each other, and I kept them in my journal. I have like Polaroids in here. It's super cute. My current journal is the one that I created. It's a love letter to me. It comes in 2 different colors. These are linen covers. I will have the link to purchase these. They are filled with inspirational quotes, messages, positive sayings, and activities that can help boost you into your journaling journey, and also just help you boost your self-love and get you on that self-help journey that many of us need to get started on. If you have never journaled before, I recommend you start this way, especially if you're someone who doesn't love writing and you've never been prone to want to write. Write down one thought you had throughout the day. Write down a list of things that you have to do or a list of goals. Just list or small little entries will help you begin opening up that part of your mind to want to pour out your thoughts and your emotions. If you want to start with specific prompts, I think a really good one is to write about your day. How was it? Who impacted your day? What are some things that made you happy, stressed? Tomorrow, what are you going to do differently? What inspired you today? Just really break down your day, and maybe you can pull from that and it'll be a funnel into a certain feeling or emotion that you've been holding on to for a really long time. A big one, like we talked about, gratitude. Write the things you're grateful for. This one is more challenging than people expect. I think as you get going and maybe you start on some of the basic ones, you can start getting into reflecting on recent challenges or successes, reflecting on your relationship, reflecting on a failed relationship. Some of those things are a little more challenging, but extremely beneficial. A few that I like to do ever so often throughout the year are the need to, have to, and want to. I talk about that in one of my shorts. I have it in my journal. Basically, you break down your journal into 3 sections: your have to, your need to, and your want to. Your have to's are your non-negotiables, things that need done like today, tomorrow, like paying bills, and they're always coming. You know, those are things you always have to do. Your need to's are a little less important. Maybe they don't have a deadline, but they're things you have to get to at some point. And your want to's are like your fun activities, your social activities, your hobbies, maybe some passion projects. That's just a great one for helping with the chaos of life and helping you prioritize things that need done now and things that can wait a little while. One of my absolute favorites is the future dream letter. So often we write to our older self. I know in kindergarten we wrote to our 18-year-old self, which is so cute. But this one is you put yourself in your shoes at the age of 30 or 35 or 25, whatever age you want to choose that's a little bit older than you are. You write from that age as if things already happened, and you're writing to yourself now saying everything is going to work out and explaining. So for me specifically, you know, I talked about I want to have like a library in my home one day, things like that. And so you write to yourself, and you don't necessarily have to include names or specifics like a specific person or a specific job, but In context, you talk about, you know, how your job is everything you've ever dreamed of. You love your coworkers. You're really passionate about it. You go to work really happy. And it just helps ease that anxiety over the future that many of us face and feel constantly, especially if you're in your 20s. This is another one I do. You write out your goals, then you write out 3 goals, you write out 5 affirmations, and then you write a prayer for yourself. That's a fun one to incorporate maybe even once a week. It's super simple. You can get everything out onto the paper really quickly, and it's kind of good for beginners because everyone has affirmations, everyone has a few goals throughout the week, no matter if you journal or not. And everyone could use a prayer or say a prayer or oftentimes needs a prayer. And so writing it down is really beneficial. So I highly recommend checking that one out as well, especially if you're a beginner. And the last exercise and prompt that I will talk about is the 10-10-10 exercise, which I also have talked about on YouTube Shorts and TikTok. 10-10-10 exercise, you break down to your desires, your gratitude, and the things that you love to do. So you write your 10 desires, 10 things you're grateful for, and 10 things that you love to do. And this can really just help you get to know yourself better, to then reevaluate the people and things in your life to make sure that they are in line with you, your passions, your dreams, and your goals. Oftentimes we get stuck in places because they're really comfortable, when maybe that's not where we're meant to be, and that's okay. It's okay to move on or find a different realm that fits us better. And this exercise is really good about helping you realign with yourself. If I haven't already convinced you to journal, definitely check out my TikTok, my Instagram. I promise it is going to change your life, and I can't wait to hear about it. So make sure you comment down below if you've tried any of these exercises or were inspired to start journaling.